There we go.
Hello, this is
Hello.
Leslie Walker-Hirsch, and today I have the opportunity to speak with Colin Holmes. Colin is a man who lives in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and who is a busser at the Plaza Cafe. Hi, Colin. How are you today?
I'm good, and you?
Very well. Thank you for asking. So, this is an interview we're doing for the newsletter called The Facts of Life Plus. And this newsletter is one that looks at social issues and romantic issues that people with intellectual and developmental disabilities work on. So I'm glad that you've agreed to talk with us today. Now, I understand that you have a job. Can you tell us a little bit about the kind of work that you do?
Sure. I'm a busser at the Plaza Cafe by the Regal 14, and I bus tables for cleaning the silverwares, put the glass and cups away, and put the dirty dishes into the dishwasher.
Well, that's great. And I saw you at work the other day when I was having lunch, and I said hello, but I didn't want to disturb you because you were really busy. And it was good to see you at work. So how
Yeah,
long have you had that job, Colin?
6 years.
Boy, that's a long time. That you must
Yes,
be really good at what you do.
I do.
Well, good. So I understand also that you have a lady friend that you really like a lot. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And what is it about this lady that makes her so special to you?
Well, because we do things together, we talk to each other, express our feelings together, and we also do anniversaries, holiday, okay, anniversary dating together.
Oh, well, that sounds like fun. Have you known her a long time?
Yes, 3 years.
Boy, that's almost as long as you've been working. But that's
Yeah,
really nice. So, how did you guys meet each other?
I met her at the class where my stepfather worked, of the relationship classes.
And so at first you knew each other in the classroom, and then you got to know each other better. How did you get to know each other better?
Oh, I introduced myself to her. She introduced herself. That's how it happened.
I see. And did you go on dates and stuff?
Yeah, we do.
And where did you go on some dates?
Um, let's see. We go swimming together, galleries, museums, the malls.
Sounds like fun to me.
Yes.
So, um, do you and your lady friend always get along, or do you sometimes have disagreements?
We do have disagreements, and she and I solve it together. It's like when there's something that she doesn't like, she will tell me. And if there's something I don't like, I will tell her. And that's how we solve it together.
And so everybody ends up being happy at the end and
Yes,
getting the
and
problem solved.
correct. And to do that, we tell jokes to each other.
Well, that makes it for a lot of smiles. Colin,
Yes, it does.
thank you for spending a little time with us. I want to now introduce your dad. Can you let him get to the screen?
Of course.
Hello. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Leslie.
This is Mark Gordon, and Mark is the creator of the Relationships Program for the New Mexico Department of Health and is a teacher who teaches social skills and sexuality education for people who have intellectual and developmental disabilities. Mark, my dog is barking. As the relationship skills course developer, were you able to help Colin and his woman friend to enjoy the fruits of their relationship?
Um, Pretty much what we do in the relationships classes is what I've done to help them in their relationship or be part of their having their relationship. And there's the basics are that helping them have get-togethers with each other, do things like Colin was talking about, like go to museums or swimming and make those arrangements, and also being able to solve problems that come up. And those are the two main things that we work on. As far as when problems come up, we meet every Thursday morning for coffee. Colin and his girlfriend and his support person and me, we meet and we go over if there have been problems or what they are, and we help them work through them with methods that we use in the classes.
So you are Colin's support person, and his lady friend also has a support person, and all together you help with the logistics and with some of the personal social problem solving in developing those skills.
Yeah, well, Colin actually, the person I was talking about was Colin's support person, and I just go to those meetings with the support person for both his girlfriend and him, and I go to those meetings too.
So initially, was there resistance on the part of Colin's mom and yours dad and his lady friends, mama and family, to them having this kind of a romantic relationship?
They were fine with this happening. Any confusion that happened or any problems that came up had more to do with Colin and his girlfriend feeling that we were controlling them or holding back their relationship by things that we wanted. That was one of the problems that came up.
And so, how did you get that obstacle overcome?
Well, we're always working on it. And the main thing that we work on with that is that what they want to do in this relationship is they want to do something that's very adult-like. They're thinking of moving in with each other someday. These are some very adult-like goals, going out on dates with each other. And that anytime you have somebody who you're dating with, then problems come up and you have to solve those problems in adult ways. So one of the things that we have done is to be able to say that when you are blaming the people who are supporting you, that's very much a teenage kind of a way to handle problems. And that as far as what they need to do to solve some of the problems that come up or come up with people who support them is to be able to use adult-like methods, which are to be able to say, this is the problem I'm having, and explain the problem, and be able to say how it makes them feel and what they would like instead. So that's one of the things we work on the meetings that we have on Thursdays.
Well, I think we can all use extra help with our relationships, but it's good to know that you're there helping people with intellectual disabilities and developmental disabilities who may need a little bit of a different kind of help than I might need or you might need. And so what advice would you give to parents or family members whose adult children are interested in having a full-scale adult relationship?
I would say the biggest piece of advice is that relationships are the hardest things we do in life. And think about it, that if the person who you are supporting, say it's your adult child, that if they need help with rides places, if they need help with their living situation, if they need help getting jobs and maintaining jobs, that they're going to need more help even with relationships. And there's a tendency for people in relationships to say, that's between me and my partner, and we don't want anybody else butting in. I would just say that it's real important to be able to support them, maybe even more than you feel comfortable supporting them. to be able to hear what they're saying about, we don't want you controlling us, and work the best that you can at not controlling it, but still being there. And a lot of times, people who I work with disabilities feel like there's a tendency I have, or other people have, to feel like we're insulting their intelligence by telling them things we're telling them, or else controlling them too much by being involved with it. But it's just one of the things that is part and parcel of being a support person for people. It can at times become like a
so you're not just being nosy, you're getting information to help the people to have the kind of relationship that they've said they want to have.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, I think there's a lot of people that need it. Of course, you and I, we have perfect relationships, right, Mark?
Oh yes.
So, Mark,
we all, right. They're learning the same skills that the rest of us use.
that's great. And we're very fortunate here in New Mexico to have you traveling all over the state and providing that relationship education and helping support people to know what kind of an important role that they can have. So, Mark and Colin, too, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time today and telling the people who are the readers and the listening to the Facts of Life Plus newsletter a little bit about the kind of work you do and the kinds of relationships that you have. Colin, can you come back on the screen for a second? Thanks again to you, Colin, for spending part of your day with me. Okay, I'm gonna sign off now, and I hope to see you. I'll see you at the Plaza Cafe. So
Thank
long.
you, Leslie.
Bye.
Thank you.